All right, and welcome back for the second half of our double features of Warrior basketball. Um, Davidson going against the Baker team. Definitely a tough game for Davidson for a couple of reasons. Davidson not having the best year. Lost a lot of people last year. Definitely have to have some people step up, and maybe haven't stepped up quite as much as you would have liked. And then the reason we were all thinking, um, LeBaron
Good
Philon.
evening. Welcome to tonight's game between
Um,
the visiting Baker Hornets and your
top
Davidson
points per
Warriors.
game in the nation,
Starters for
which is
tonight's
insane.
game for the Hornets.
We've seen coaches
Guard
from
number
all around the
3,
country come to
junior
look at this man.
Charles
I've
Taylor.
seen, Bruce Pearl, Nate Oates. We've seen,
Guard number 24,
Gonzaga
junior
and
Josh
other schools
Myers.
from up north come look at this guy. So definitely a talent
Guard number
that Coach
23,
Diaz
junior
is just going to have
Davidson
to,
graduate.
pull out some mastermind plays
Forward number
to
12,
contain.
senior Alex Threadgill.
Yeah,
Guard number
tonight is
11, junior LeBaron
really
Fallon.
going to be really interesting. What you said, you got
Baker is coached by
LeBaron,
head coach Baker,
but
and
like
assistant
eyes
coach
are all on him
for
tonight.
Davidson.
Uh,
Guard number 2,
like you said
freshman
earlier,
Juju Edwards.
most points scored in the nation. He has, I
Guard
believe,
number
6
3, sophomore
D1
David
offers,
Bonner.
including from Alabama and Auburn. I think he has one from
Guard
Duke.
number 1, senior
Uh,
Brandon
but yeah, he is a talent,
Tyler.
and he's going to be a force to be reckoned with this game.
Guard number 14, junior Taylor
Really, the
Butler.
Davidson game plan, I feel like at this point should be to try to stop the number one scorer in the nation. Really, nothing else you can do because you really want him starting to get his averages or above on this game. Just really,
And as we see our starters for this Davidson squad, a young team, 2 starting guards, sophomores, first year on varsity. We got a junior, and then we've got a senior in the post position, and one other senior. So very, very young team. Um, Last game we were here, Max Wagner, number 0, our post player, wasn't here. I think he was out with an injury against McGill. So hopefully he can come out tonight and really change this game. And then number 3, Zion Edwards. Definitely a guy who knows how to move the ball around. High basketball IQ. Just doesn't have the height that, you probably need to succeed at this level. See if he's able to overcome that. But definitely a new lineup I haven't seen from Coach Diaz, so maybe trying to change some things up. Baker will win the toss here. Number 3, Charles Taylor with the ball. He'll feed it out to 11, LeBaron Philon. There's 12, Alex Threadgill, a name some people might recognize. Taylor will drive in, put up a layup, no good. Good rebound from Juju Edwards.
and really, this is all this game is about to be. Seeing if Davidson can actually handle the size disadvantage they're at, play through it, and make some tough plays.
I mean, yeah, as an undersized guard, I feel like you're gonna be mostly focusing on playmaking, like most undersized guards in the NBA now. For example, Allen Iverson, he was pretty small. He was a really good playmaker, and he was also a really good scorer.
Nice ball movement here from Davidson. Juju Edwards will put up a shot, and that one will fall. Nice opening bucket there from Davidson.
Now, Davidson does have the tendency of getting up a little early, showing life in the first half. But from what me and Kenny seen before, the third quarter is where they normally slow down a little bit and like not play their best.
Yeah,
But let's see if they can keep that up for today. Three's
corner
up.
3, no good. And Baker, there's a corner 3. That one will fall.
And really, this is going to be a main point of Davidson's game today. Seeing if they can keep the pace the whole time going, no stops, no slowing down, because that's what's going to take to beat this Baker team.
Nice move there from Juju Edwards. He'll kick it back out to Zion.
Now, another Davidson player that I think we should keep our eyes on is Derek Butler. He's really good scoring inside. He's a pretty big dude, so he can muscle his way through the paint. And what I saw last time against the MGM game, he was really good at getting and ones and getting contact.
Yeah, Derek Butler definitely not afraid to score inside, and that's really been Coach Diaz's offensive plan, and just feed him the ball while he's under the basket and let him do his thing. Max Wagner, he'll try to get it out to Zion. Baker will tap it out of bounds.
Now both teams are everywhere on the court right now, but let's hope it doesn't wear them out.
Really just seeming like a competitive game early on. Both teams coming out with energy, just hoping to beat one another.
Steal there from LeBaron Feinland. Layup is good. And that's just with that small guard up there with Zion Broadnax. Just a lot of reach there from LeBaron Feinland.
Yeah, his wingspan is pretty long, so he was able to reach in easily and was able to get on the fast break.
Open three here for Derek Butler. No good off the back of the rim. He'll get the rebound though, nice grab. They'll feed it to Max Wagner. He's gonna try for the layup. No good, and a Baker rebound. Drive there from LeBaron.
Just an easy look for LeBaron right there. You really wouldn't want to give him looks like that. But, again, back to the size disadvantage. That's just something you're going to have to play through and try to deal with as the game progresses.
And we saw that nice pass there from Zion. Rebound for Davidson. Just not able to get the ball to a Davidson guy. Filan looking to drive. He's going to kick it out. Corner three. No good. Juju Edwards with the rebound. Fast-paced ball here. B.J. Kyles. He's going to get a nice layup, but a big block from number 23, Anderson Maiden. Out of bounds on Filan. Nice break there for Davidson. They're going to have to score here soon. Cannot let Baker build too big of a lead.
Really just fast-paced offense and defense. No one has really been able to stop so far. Just nonstop going straight to the basket, running back on the court.
Big mistake there from Zion. And
almost a missed dunk, but it went in eventually.
I'm not counting that as a dunk. Timeout here from Coach Diaz. Just got to talk to his guys. And you're going to get that with a sophomore guard playing against just a huge Baker team. You're just going to have those kinds of mistakes. You just got to be able to, work through them during the game and just get your guys in the right mindset.
Really, this is going to be a struggle game for Davidson. You can just tell that from the first opening minutes.
Yeah, they will be struggling a little bit, but like Steven said, you got to keep your head in the game. Like Troy Bolton from High School Musical. Maybe we need a musical number in order for them to get some motivation, in order for them to win.
Think they're gonna start like a musical midway through the game? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah. I mean, it happened in the first High School Musical.
This is real life.
Keeping the same squads out for both teams, it looks like. Baker just trying to control this Davidson offense. Deep pass there. VJ with the three. No good off the iron. Davidson's going to have to start hitting those open looks that they have if they want to stay in this game. Didn't want to take the shot there. Feed it back out to the top of the key. Shot there.
That was a really shifty move by LeBaron. The hezzy got Derek, and he was able to get the floater.
Yeah, and it looks like Coach Diaz is just trying to play man-to-man on. Oh, nice pass.
Nice
there. Good
pass.
finish. And it looks like Coach Diaz is just trying to play some man-to-man here and keeping B.J. Kyles on LeBaron Fallon at all times, hoping he can maybe, muscle him up or, keep him out of the lane enough. and maybe containing him a bit how they want to right now. Definitely see a lot of pushing from BJ College right there.
And really, I wouldn't even say the defense on them is bad or anything. It's just better. It's just better offense. You know, sometimes as a defensive player, you have to understand offense is just sometimes going to win.
Yeah, and a good defensive play there from BJ Kyles, and then a nice rebound try from Derek Butler will give Davidson the ball.
I feel like these refs are definitely going to let these boys play physical tonight.
Oh, yeah.
They see the crowd, they see the hype, and I feel like they should just let them play and let's see how it can play out.
Juju Edwards with a nice layup. Just over 2 minutes left. Davidson only down by 5. Baker looking to drive inside. He'll kick it out. Threadgill puts up a shot. That one will fall. Nice little pull up. And with a team like Baker that can really shoot, you're not going to be able to get them the open looks. We also see this Baker squad playing this full court press, which is just really hurting this Davidson offense. They seem kind of flusher, you know, don't know what to do with the ball.
I mean, yeah, they're double teaming number 3, so he's not being able to get the ball up the court how he likes to, and I feel like that's really stunting their offense.
Another stop from Fineland. He'll put up a layup. That one will fall.
Really, the Davidson offense is stagnated so far, and mainly it's because of the full court press they're playing, not really able to get through with it, understand the plays, execute them to a high level.
BJ picked up his dribble, and I guess he forgot that he had picked it up. Davidson going to bring in a substitution here. Number 11, Trey Clark, and another young player, and not a lot of height out there for Davidson right now. Definitely going to have to, you know, keep Baker contained outside the perimeter. Good stop there from BJ. Floater there is no good.
Baker's doing a really good job moving inside the paint right now.
And that layup's good.
Really, just no answers for LeBaron so far.
I mean, it's really hard to guard someone so shifty, and his play style is really smooth, and he's really being able to get around all these players.
Trey Clark on the corner 3, no good. Fineland coming down the court. Huge move there. Pass. But they'll call Baker on the charge. No good. Never mind. It was an and one. That's my bad.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
And we see Zion having to go up against LeBaron Fineland. It's such an insane height difference that it's hard to get anything moving. He's going to drive in, though. Just lost the ball. Nice move. Couldn't hang on to it, though. They'll feed it out. Top of the corner 3 there. That'll finish off our first quarter. Baker up 20-6, and not the best quarter of basketball we've seen played, but probably contained better than we thought they would.
I mean,
probably not as much as Coach Diaz wanted, but and we've seen it. This Baker team is just, they have some big guys, and Davidson just doesn't have that type of size, and it is really tough to beat size.
Yeah, I agree with you. Baker's team is like severely tall. We're not that small, but I feel like some guys on the bench are almost up to LeBaron's height. So maybe Coach Diaz can sub them in and probably put them on LeBaron. But it's all up to what Coach wants to do. And if it's not working out for him, I think it's time for him to start subbing in our taller players instead of keeping him on the bench for tonight.
Really, just no one on the Davidson team, for the most part, seems to be able to keep up with just the height and physicality difference between each other.
That, and we've seen LeBaron has made some amazing passes. The passing lane has been tight, but LeBaron's out here looking like prime Magic Johnson. He's getting rid of the ball at the correct time and getting some assists.
Oh, did you watch him back then?
Oh,
back
no.
in his prime?
I mean, yeah. I've been alive for a long time, so.
You failed high school that many times, man?
Nah, I'm just immortal.
Robert the super senior over here.
You failed like 40 some times, man.
Inbound here from Baker. Good defense here from Juju Edwards. And a mistake there on the pass. That'll give Davidson the ball. BJ bringing it across half court here. Trey Clark in the corner. Derek Butler's going to pull up and drop it in. That was nice.
And that's what you like to see more of. Derek Butler getting to his spot, laying up the ball as he's just so great,
Bringing a double team against Filan.
Especially with how strong Derek is. I feel like he can definitely muscle his way around you dudes.
Layup's no good. Good defense there from Davidson. Trey Clark tried the reverse layup, no good. Derek Butler will get the foul. He'll shoot two. And we saw something new there from Davidson. As soon as Filan got the ball, we shot two guys over on him, and we just double-teamed the crap out of him. And it kind of made him panic a little bit. He hadn't seen it before. He fed it across to an open guy, but he just couldn't finish on the layup, and a nice rebound from Davidson.
I mean, yeah, I guess LeBaron's used to that one-on-one. Like I said, he's a really shifty player, so he can get around anybody that's guarding him. He has a really good dribble, and as we saw earlier, that hezzy is really lethal, and it can stun some players.
Really, I think the mentality from the first quarter to second quarter has shifted. Coach Diaz saw how much LeBaron was scoring, decided, hey, if it's not going to be him that beats us, it's going to be everyone else around him.
They'll call Juju Edwards on a push there.
I do feel like reducing LeBaron from scoring can definitely help Davidson stay in the game. I wouldn't know if it would necessarily help them win, but it'll keep it a tight game for the rest of the time that we have left.
Baker moving around the perimeter here. He's going to put up a three. No good. Big hit there on the rebound from Trey Clark. Nothing called. Davidson's got to get the ball in bounds. We see a new face, number 5, Darrell Blakely, another senior on this team. Coming in for Zion. Probably just need to give him a bit of a break against this Baker team. Juju Edwards will drive in. He'll put up a shot. They'll call Baker on a foul. He'll get two. And these are the shots you got to hit.
I feel like the tempo of this game is slowing down a little bit. It's not as action-packed as we saw from the first quarter. And I feel like Davidson should slow it down a little bit because you don't want time on the clock and you don't want as many opportunities for Baker to score.
First shot's no good.
Really, I'd like to think Davidson saw the fast tempo thing wasn't working, decided to slow down their pace, get a bit of mind around what's going on, and slow down their play style, try getting the ball in the right places, make good plays.
Second shot will fall for him. About 6 minutes, 20 seconds left in the first half. He'll shoot it across. Corner here from Baker. He traveled. Took too many steps to get ready for that shot. Big mistake there from Baker. Gave Davidson a bit of a break. They're going to have to capitalize off it, though.
Davidson's moving the ball a little bit, trying to find the open man, but Baker is just keeping up with him.
Poke there from LeBaron Filan. They called him for a travel. He traveled.
Ooh.
Wow.
He traveled.
Ooh, thank
Oh, my God.
Thank
He
the
traveled.
Lord. Thank the Lord.
Put that on the highlight reel. Darrell Blakely looking for something here. They'll feed it out to Derek Butler. He's going to drive in. And an amazing layup
And
there.
that is
jelly
exactly
on it.
what they're going to need right there.
Derek is great driving in the paint.
Big mistake there from Baker. Davidson will get the ball, and Davidson's just going to have to keep rolling and rolling and rolling with this momentum.
Really, Davidson needs to capitalize on these simple mental mistakes by Baker so far. Really, that's where their main source of points has come from. They get a turnover, go down on the fast break, make a play.
Juju Edwards with the ball here. Layup there, no good. Driving down the court. Here's Baker. Layup try, no good. Put back by Filan, also no good. And then another put back by 24. Josh Flowers, good. 5 minutes left in the first half. Trey Clark just couldn't hit the layup, but a nice rebound, and the second one's good. They'll give him the and one.
They're doing good right now. Instead of focusing for jump shots, going in the paint seems like Davidson's the best option.
And one's no good. Deep three there, no good. Filan with the rebound. They'll call BJ on the push.
Now, what improvements do we need to see from Davidson's defense in the second half since we only have like 4 minutes left?
Well, really, there's nothing this defense really can do. They're trying their best out there, double teaming the team's best player. More or less, I think the method so far has just been, hey, if the best player can't beat us, the rest of everyone else has to. And hey, it's kind of been working in their favor.
Nice shot there from Derek Butler. We see this is that when you have to put so much focus on one player, it kind of leaves the rest of the people enough time to put up shots, and we saw that with 24. Josh Flowers able to hit a three there. 2 for Filan right here.
Well, Josh Flowers is a familiar name. We talked about him in our football season.
We did. He was also being looked at by recruiters for his quarterbacking skills. Second shot's no good. Josh Flowers only shooting 50% on free throws for the night. They'll feed it out to Derek Butler. He's not going to take the shot. Zion looking to kick the ball out. Blakely. Davidson milking the clock here. BJ with a layup, not able to fall. Baker will get the ball. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left. Good defense from Davidson, but a nice shot from Filan. Davidson pushing down the court. Zion. They'll call a foul on the floor. And like we said earlier, nice play from Zion, just able to read that court and see a lane open, and he took it and able to draw a foul.
So yeah, his basketball IQ is pretty good. He's been making some nice passes so far.
See, especially with his height disadvantage, I feel like he's been actually playing pretty good, making some very good plays for the Warriors offense.
Corner three from BJ. No good. Fight for the rebound. Baker will end up with it. They'll call Zion on the blocking foul. Tough call there for Davidson.
Just blocking.
New face for Baker here. Here comes the inbound. That's Davidson ball. A little bit far on the alley-oop there. Trey Clark with the layup. No good. Couldn't get the rebound. Davidson will end up with the ball, though. Nice shot from Derek Butler.
You like to see it.
And just such a great finisher. Just putting enough touch on the ball to get it to fall.
It looks like Derek has to take control of this game himself.
You know, it seems like he's the only one that can deal with the physicality of the team, just going straight through him, laying it right in.
Trey Clark hesitated on the shot there. Derek Butler again just mowing in that lane and able to finish.
Just feed it to Derek every single time. He may not be as tall as everybody else on Baker, but like I said, he has the muscle. It's like a small LeBron James out there. He's able to push everybody out his way.
Just moving everyone out the way. Really, Charles Barkley's a better comparison here, Robert.
Yeah, 1.5 minutes left in the first half. Zion hesitated a little bit too much. Shot no good. Baker bringing it across. Open guy in the lane, and you just got to have someone on him. Big mistake there from Davidson.
Davidson has definitely been trying to keep it within single digits. We don't want it to get out of control, because if we do, Baker's just going to be having a field day with us.
Ooh, almost got the alley-oop there. Just a bit too far for him. Josh Flowers on the drive here. That one will fall for him. Davidson just let Baker get on a little bit of a run here at the end of the half. They're going to have to, slow it down and maybe try and score a few points before they go into the locker room.
Yeah, from what I've been seeing so far, they've started to turn the pace back up a bit, and that's where a lot of their mistakes have been coming from. Speeding up the ball, not really thinking, and just shooting to try to close the lead up.
Yeah, nice play from Davidson there. Just couldn't finish on the layup. But a timeout, so they'll retain possession. And with just 30 seconds left in this game, left in this half, Davidson maybe just trying to, slow it down, take the last shot, go into the locker room, drop a couple new defensive schemes, some new plays, and hopefully come out and just contain this Baker defense better than they have so far.
I agree with you, but I feel like their main thing should definitely be keeping it within single digits. If you keep it within single digits, you have an opportunity during the late game to possibly win it all. And I feel like Coach should definitely bring in some new faces. Like we said earlier, our team is severely undersized. So Davidson should definitely bring in some of our taller guys and see if it helps the system.
Yeah, really strange. Max has seemed to been sitting out this entire quarter for some reason.
Dang, corner three there from BJ, and just a nice pass from Zion, just able to see that open man and shoot it right to him. They'll call a charge on Baker. Nice play from Derek Butler to get right in front of him there.
Derek's not afraid to get physical.
Touchdown pass there. Derek will get it, just not able to finish the shot. Just barely missed to end the half there. And Davidson only down 10. Definitely not out of this game. There is a lot of time left. But we'll let both teams go to the locker room, and we'll let you, take a break, get something to drink. We'll be right back. All right, and welcome back to the second half of Davidson Warrior basketball, And sorry you missed out on the halftime show. It was flipping crazy.
I agree with you, Steven. That was a corny joke, by the way. But, but yes, there was a flipping contest between Davidson cheerleaders and Baker cheerleaders.
Not even the cheerleaders. It started with a Davidson student, unidentified, maybe never to be seen again. Came out, started doing somersaults. Crowd went crazy. So, it just had to keep going. People doing more and more and more, and then it exploded. I'm surprised fireworks didn't go off. But here we go, starting this third quarter.
Got any winners for that somersaulting contest?
I'm going to be a little biased. I'm obviously going to say Davidson.
Thank you. Thank you.
Derek Butler coming out strong. He'll get 2.
Now Davidson's only down by 10. Like we said in the last half, Davidson has got to keep this game in the single digits in order for them to even have a chance to win.
Got to hit both of these here. That is not hitting the first one. Second shot coming up. Second shot also no good. Got to hit those free throws in games like these.
Really, and that's the only free shot you're going to get in this game. Everything has been rough so far, but when you get shots like those, you really can't afford to miss them.
Good defensive play there by Derek Butler. Not able to hold on to the ball. Josh Flowers will drive in the lane. Layup no good. Juju Edwards trying to get the rebound. Just stepped out of bounds. Baker will retain possession.
Speaking of Derek Butler, we had a conversation during the half that Derek has been putting his heart into this game. He is only a junior, and he's had offers from UAB. He has a
Marshall,
and he has a visit with Troy.
Drive here for BJ. He's going to go up for the layup. Too hard off the glass, no good. Baker with a rebound. And silly mistakes like those are why you can't get back into this game. You just got to convert on those.
Really, at this point in the game, it's crucial that you can't be making mistakes like this.
And an open man in the lane, and really not the kind of basket you wanted to give Baker to open up this half with. They'll chunk it to Max Wagner. He's going to take one from deep. Off the front of the iron, it'll hit the top of the glass out of bounds. Just feel like the way Davidson came out really looked like they could get right back into this game, but like we said before, just can't convert on the shots they need to.
Yeah, Davidson can't make any simple mistakes.
Filon with a 3 here. That one will drop.
Davidson cannot afford any sort of big run because that might put the game away early.
They'll chunk it to Derek Butler. Juju Edwards there. Baron Filon came in from nowhere. Layup there. No good, but they'll give him a foul. He'll take 2.
Just bad shot selection on that block right there. Really could have even passed it out to the paint to an open man that was actually in the right corner right there. Really just a little bit more time, not so fast tempo, slow the pace down, try figuring out what's happening.
Yeah, the court awareness wasn't really that good.
Free throw there's no good. Second one will fall for him though. Scores now 40, Bryant 24, Baker, 24, Davidson. With about 6 minutes left. Timeout from Coach Diaz. BJ stuck in a corner.
Smart decision. You have to slow down Baker, make sure they don't get on the run.
Not the way Davidson wanted to start this half, just kind of crumbling under the pressure, and they're going to have to find a way soon to get back in this game.
And really, it starts with the little mistakes they're making. Incorrect passes, not reading the floor correctly before trying to make a play. It's all, they can't afford to let something like this happen.
Definitely. Lots of stars in this game. Derek Butler, Phylon, and Josh Flowers all being looked at by colleges. So lots of talent down here. Definitely, fun to watch. But you just can't let it take you away from how hard these games are. You got to keep fighting through them.
They also haven't been beating Max in the paint as much as you think they are.
I think that would be a coach's decision. I think they see the size disadvantage the team has. They're going to focus on Max whenever he gets in the paint, trying to keep any sort of bad plays from happening under there.
BJ zigged when he should have zagged there, and I think we've never really seen Max been a huge under the goal player. He's always been kind of a perimeter guy. He's tall, but not as muscular as some of the guys under there. Not someone who can back someone down.
Right. I think, like you said, he's more of a finesse player than actually like physically imposing. More or less, uses his height to his advantage on the perimeter, more or less.
Shot there, no good. Rebound, Baker. Another shot, no good. Juju Edwards with the ball. Here comes DJ. He's going to drive in. Layup, no good. A lot of contact there. Derek Butler was on the ground, and they'll call him for a foul.
Yeah, these refs are letting them play physical, but you can't let them play too physical because then you're just going to be missing calls.
Yeah, definitely can't let him play physical and then call that foul down there while guys laying on the ground. Davidson trying to play some full court press here. Just under 5 minutes now. He's going to slip. Able to retain possession, though. Trying to back Trey Clark down. Shot's no good. Here comes BJ from the corner, and that's good.
There we go. And that's what Davidson needs, just a little spark of offense to get things going.
Definitely.
Davidson only down by 13. Let's see if they can go on a run.
Phylon looking to drive. He'll pull up, and that one will drop. 4 minutes left in the third. Derek Butler. He's going to try to drive in. Just lost possession of the ball. Say it was off Baker's foot. Davidson will inbound here. Feed it to DJ again. Zion here. Another corner from BJ. In and out. Baker with the fast break here. Good defense from Zion and Trey Clark, but they'll call a foul. Baker ball. Excuse me, Davidson ball. Foul on Baker. Lucky break there for Davidson, able to bounce the ball off a Baker player.
This defensive pressure is probably getting to our players right now.
Definitely. Zion. He's going to chuck it to BJ. Oh, just a little short.
Really, with this full court press, they're not even able to get the ball up the court without something terrible happening.
Fallon with the feed, able to finish the layup.
That was a nice pass by LeBaird.
Yeah, here's Zion on the drive. He's going to have to push it back out, though. Coming up the baseline, he's going to feed it to BJ. Couldn't finish the layup. Nice rebound by Trey Clark. Couldn't finish that putback. Here comes Fallon. He's going to feed it again down the baseline. Reverse layup. They'll give him the N1. Definitely not what Davidson needed to happen.
And see, this second half, they're just letting the lead slip and slip away. The bleeding's starting to happen. They can't score, and now their defense just can't handle the difference that we've been talking about, this height difference.
Timeout here from Coach Diaz. Just got to give his guys a break after that huge run by Baker. And you don't get looked at by colleges for nothing. And definitely saw some nice plays there. Good feeds. And yet we've seen good feeds from this Davidson team. Nice passes from Zion, and we've also seen great rebounds from Trey Clark. Just not able to put the ball in the basket. And you could play the best game of your life. If you can't put the ball in the basket, you're not going to win. So just got to work on finishing those shots if they want to, get back in this game.
Yeah, this pressure from Baker is really like taking a toll on Davidson right now.
Really, their offense is just starting to fizzle out at this moment. Really just can't get anything going, and this lead is starting to become massive. Hopefully they can somehow revitalize their offense, try to get things going once again.
Yeah, and if you just tuned into this game and you looked at a Davidson inbound, you'd think they were on their own side of the court because you've got 5 guys over on Baker's side of the court, and Baker's playing man-to-man on them, and yet they've got to get over to the other side. It's just really hard for this Davidson team to even make it across half court.
Really, and that's where a bunch of their turnovers have been coming from, just bad passes from traps.
Here comes the and one. No good. Clark with the rebound. They'll call Anderson Maiden for the foul. Another foul on Baker. This time on 12, Threadgill.
Now Baker can't foul too much because our players are pretty good at shooting free throws, and you don't want to send them to the line and put them in the bonus.
Another trap here. Able to get it designed. Here's Derek Butler. He's going to step back, take a 3. Just couldn't get it to drop. And Baker will get the ball. And I think maybe you're going to have to keep shooting those open looks until you start to hit them, because not a lot else happening for him tonight. There's a 3 from Baker. No good. BJ on the rebound. Feed it out to Edwards in the corner. He'll put up a 3. Again, no good off the top of the board. Out of bounds.
And really just no shots able to fall for Davidson. It just seems like their offense at some point just died out. Like, can't make a shot. Barely been able to get any offensive rebounds. Can't make the right play. Seems like fizzling out.
Yeah, 2.5 minutes left in the third here. Davidson only down 19. Foul there on Davidson. Excuse me, they'll call it charge. Good play there by Trey Clark, able to, step into the lane and get that charge.
The one thing I am praising Baker for is definitely being able to find the open man.
And like we said earlier, when you're focusing your defense on one player, there's got to be a guy that's just standing in a corner somewhere. Nice move there by Juju Edwards, able to finish with a little heat on his fingertips. See a one-on-one here between Phylon and Kyles. Ooh! Lost the ball there. Good defense there from BJ.
Tried to run an ISO on him, but it didn't work.
Yeah, I think that's what he's been looking for all night. Just any attempt to get ISO off so he can get to his normal averages, try to score the ball.
And, maybe not even trying to get to that. Well, definitely trying to score as many points as he can. But we've seen a lot of cameras here tonight that are all pointed at him, just trying to look good for those. Good fast break layup there from BJ. 1 minute left here. Davidson pulled the lead down to 15. Drive here from Baker. Layup no good, but a foul. He'll shoot 2.
Now, I don't know if it's just me, but I have seen more calls when it comes to driving in the paint for Baker than I have for Davidson.
It may just be we haven't seen Davidson drive in the paint a whole lot. We've seen some outside perimeter shots with rebounds down under, but really haven't seen Derek Butler make another driving layup in quite a while.
Really, I think that's the point of their defense this half. They want to keep Derek Butler out of his spot so he can't make his shots, and that was the main point of Davidson's offense so far.
Second shot's no good. Derek with the ball here. He's going to try to drive in. They'll call him for a charge. Defensive player definitely still shuffling his feet around. Don't agree with that call.
I didn't see his feet really set when trying to take that charge.
Tough break for Davidson. .30 seconds left in this third quarter. Corner 3 here. No good. Good rebound by Derek Butler. They're going to drive down. Here comes Juju Edwards. Big block there from Josh Flowers. That was tough.
Any team that has to go through that.
Pass there ended up in a Baker player's hands.
And Josh Flowers is a pretty big dude, so for him to be moving this fast, it's kind of shocking.
Definitely. Phylon looking to take a shot. They'll call BJ for a foul on the floor.
All right, so this game isn't that far behind, but it is interesting seeing Davidson fall apart like they did in the third quarter compared to what they did in the first half. So their defense obviously needs to step up. Their offense also needs to step up. I feel like they should create more shots and get more open men, but Baker is just swarming them right now.
Really, that's been the tell of this game. Davidson's more or less been on the view of outside looking in, just trying to get back in striking distance of this game. But every time they get close, it's like something happens and they can't get back in it.
Max Wagner coming out on the floor here.
We haven't seen that much from Max tonight.
No. But is coming off an injury, so good defensive play there from Davidson, but that'll end a. Oh, wait. I think that's going to end our quarter. We're now going to be going into the fourth. So Don't leave now.
There's 8 minutes of ball game left. Anything can happen, especially in basketball. 8 minutes. Davidson could strike a huge run. Could come back into striking distance. It just depends on if this team has the heart to do it. And Baker, they're playing normally. There's no pressure on them whatsoever. But all eyes right now are on Davidson and see what they can do.
Definitely. Really, kind of at a loss. I don't know what Davidson needs to do to succeed in this fourth quarter. Like, the only thing we can say is hit their shot, because they've had open shots they can take. They just haven't hit them, and that's one thing you can't do. You know, it's different if you haven't had open looks all night, but they've had open looks, just can't get them to drop.
Right. A lot of missed opportunities of layups in the paint, a lot of missed threes, and that's really, at this point in the game, that's something you just can't let go. You got to at least make some of these shots, but it's like, can't make anything.
Deep three there from foul line. That's good. Juju Edwards here. That ball's tipped. Corner three here. That's good.
Barron's starting to get hot, and this is not going to be good for Davidson whatsoever.
This is the last thing Davidson wants to happen, for the team's best player to start getting hot.
Max Wagner from the corner here. No good. Baker with the rebound. Here comes foul line again. He'll put up a three. No good. Rebound from Davidson. BJ pull up off the front of the iron. Baker again with the ball. Foul line looking to drive. Layup's good.
Really, just everything coming to an easy. Like, nothing they can do on defense about this.
And Baker surpassing the 20-point mark for their lead. 6.5 minutes left in the game. Another turnover from Davidson. Here's foul line again. He'll feed it out for a corner three. No good. Rebound by Baker, though. Here's Josh Flowers with three. Rebound from Max Wagner. Trey Clark looking for something. Defensive play there by Josh Flowers. Substitutions here for Davidson. They'll keep the ball.
See, and you really hope to see that Davidson doesn't fall into the trap of just saying, "I give up. We're gonna lose." It seems like everything about them just fizzles out. Their offense, their defense, they can't get anything going. So they're just laying down, giving it up.
Just a long streak of turnovers. Haven't seen them have a good possession so far. But there's Derek Butler trying to bring some life back into this team with a good finish there on the layup.
Yeah, Derek has low-key been the star for tonight for Davidson.
Really, the only person that gets something going tonight, especially in the paint.
Three there. That one's good. Throw Blakely. Trey Clark. He's going to put up a baseline shot. They'll call him for a foul. He'll take two. First shot's good. Cutting the lead down to 23. 5 minutes left. Second shot will also fall for him. Here comes another three from Baker. Off the top of the board. Never mind. Baker will keep the ball.
Davidson has been sagging on defense, and right now it's not working out for them.
Yeah, usually sagging on defense doesn't work out for you. Drive in here from Flowers. 15 on the try for the layup, no good. That's 15. Louisville Nelson. Baker with a fast break here.
Really, just Davidson just playing sloppy this last quarter.
Zion will feed it down. Nice pass from Zion. Trey Clark not able to finish. And just tough.
Now, what can we see Davidson improve for later games? Like we know they're not having the best season, but what can they improve on, like potentially next year?
Hitting shots. Hitting shots. They've had nice looks. We've got guards who can get the ball to people who are open, but you got to hit your shots.
Yeah, really the main problem here. We have no real shot makers for anything outside the paint. More or less, it's just if we can't hit a three or make a layup, we're going to lose. There's nothing else we can really do.
4 minutes left. Juju Edwards here. He'll feed it down to Trey Clark. Nice layup there. And like we've said, they've been able to, feed the ball to an open guy. Just got to work on finishing those layups.
Yeah, they've been able to find looks. They've had decent looks all game. It's just they haven't been able to finish them.
Driving again, layup no good. Baker will keep the ball. Derek Butler bringing it across. Trey Clark driving in. Call block and foul, he'll take two. And I'd say the chances of Davidson getting back into this one are pretty slim. So definitely a learning moment for Coach Diaz and his boys. Just got to work on, finishing plays. Just been real tough tonight. And on defense, they've struggled, but you gotta give them a little bit of sympathy. You're playing against the number one, or not number one, but like top guy in the nation. So there's gonna be some holes on defense, but just way too many for them to have excuses for. Just leaving guys open, letting guys take threes, and they just really have struggled tonight on all sides of the ball.
Really, this second half has been mainly just a bunch of mental lapses, not being in the right place on defense, giving up open shots, not being able to hit shots, making the wrong play. They do have sparks here and there, but for the most part, really, they just can't seem to execute under the pressure.
Got new faces, number 12, Gavin Lucas.
Here comes a second shot. Got inbound here. Gavin Lucas He'll feed it to Terrell Blakely. He's driving. He's going to feed it out. BJ will fake the shot. No good on the baseline. Baker moving the ball around the perimeter here. Good stop there from Darrell Blakely. They'll say Baker stepped out of bounds, giving Davidson the ball. 2.5 minutes left.
Really, do you think Davidson can pull something magical together to get this lead down, or are they just gonna say it's it from here on out?
In order for them to win this, they're going to need stops on every single Baker possession and a bunch of threes.
Oh, nice shot there from Gavin Lucas. New face, bringing some new blood and a little bit of new life, hopefully. Threadgill under the basket. That layup's good. Baker will take a timeout.
Really, and from here, you'd like to say this game is over with only barely 2 minutes left to go.
Yeah, and we've seen Davidson be within 10 at points in this game, but just never able to break into that single-digit mark. And I think that's like what we've been saying. Just Davidson just hasn't looked like a basketball team that can win these kind of games. Just kind of disappointing.
Really, they were in striking distance for the majority of the first half, but when the second half is just like they couldn't execute that. They crumbled under the pressure, really.
Here comes BJ. He'll try to feed it inside to Derek Butler. Butler on a big layup. He'll shoot two. And really slow moving last couple of minutes in this game. A lot of fouls, a lot of mistakes from both sides. I imagine Baker, has their, bench squad in right now, with Davidson also bringing in some subs.
Really, you'd like to say this game is over at this point. Everyone knows it. Everyone gets the outcome here. More or less this last little bit, maybe just a learning experience for both teams.
Second layup also no good. Here comes a three from Baker, and that's good. Timeout here with Coach Diaz, not happy with his guys.
I feel like Davidson has made their adjustments a little too late in the game. Like, I feel like bringing in new faces should have happened either in the first half or in the third quarter even.
Really, would you call it an over-reliance on their starters? Because really, only Derek Butler really could deal with this kind of matchup, at least on their starting lineup.
I agree. Derek has been the star of tonight for Davidson. He's been the one that's been able to get open looks, and he's been making shots. So.
Coming out of the huddle here. Darrell Blakely leading this offense. Juju Edwards with a nice layup. Couldn't finish it too hard off the glass. They'll call Baker for a travel. Slipped out of his hands there.
under a minute. Baker's going to drive in. Nice block there from Davidson. Baker just holding on to the ball here. Three there, no good, off the side of the iron. Juju Edwards try to feed it out to number 10. Just barely slipped out of bounds. Under 30 seconds left here. He'll fake the shot there, feed it to Juju Edwards, not even looking at the ball, and mental mistakes like those are not what you want to see, especially from, guys coming off the bench.
Really, and Coach Diaz has even been vocally calling it out, telling his players, hey, you're making these mistakes. Go ahead and fix it.
Looks like they'll let this time run out. And, unless you guys have something big to say, I think I'm just going to let this game speak for itself. I want to thank everyone for tuning in to the Warrior Belt Network and everyone for coming to work tonight. We'll see you next time.